If you want to put it or send me a message in Messenger, if you know what I need to do, I can look at it on my phone. He adjusted about. It looked like about exactly what the wind was.
Great shot!
A little lucky he got that roll through the rough, at least in my opinion. So this one, I over adjust slightly, and I'm gonna have to curl against the wind.
Perfect
Hopefully
shot!
I curled that one enough. The wind really takes this ball for some reason on this hole. Oh, that's really unlucky. Just died in there.
Great shot! Eagle!
So I'm gonna line this up so the wind really is gonna have minimal impact here.
Great shot! Nice on!
Bad start, a little bit unlucky. Forever, mine did not. Six and a half. A little bit of an over adjustment here. Take it back a little bit because of the wind.
Perfect shot!
You have a slight downhill there. Wow. Get through the rough. Oh. I probably should have gone for the second patch there instead, or gone across like this guy's gonna do. Just not a smart play. The wind carries it more here, and the other thing, I mean, there's a slight elevation change, so I just not sure what he's doing at all. Is he trying to
Great shot.
get to the second fairway? Guess so. Here. I'm gonna try to go in this gap here and set myself up for a min short iron or max wedge. I'm likely on the other side gonna go into the bunker if I go straight at the pin.
Great shot.
See how that works out. More curl or not hitting it great left. Not really sure why this guy pulled out a power 5 wind 2 ball. Not really necessary with this hole, with this wind.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
So this one, I'm trying to line up with the wind here. Judge my distance. Play these some by feel. I'm gonna go about 3 rings. Wow. This is poor.
Nice on.
Earlier in the week, I was just on with my rough iron and sand shots, and yesterday, and it's looking like today I'm just not hitting those. Well, wow, did he miss this?
Eagle.
Another waste of a special ball here, in my opinion. That must be one of those that buys every big package.
Great shot. Perfect shot.
short here. I might, if it's a strong head, this might be a difficult shot. Yeah. I find that bounce here on this hole, the first bounce, to be very inconsistent.
Great shot! Nice on!
I'm gonna have to overpower this. I'm gonna play this shot because it just gives me a little bit of room for error. As you can see, if I line it up here, I got, you know, several rings each side with a what's likely gonna be a max overpower shot.
Great shot!
Yeah, with the backstop there, it's just a safer shot to play on the rough bump because it's very low probability anyways to sink that.
Birdie! Perfect shot! Birdie!
Let's see if I can get one back from this guy. I feel like I have the shootout down pretty nicely. This one, I play a little bit more right of where he's aiming. With this wind, I'll probably play for top spin, max right spin, and curl a little bit into the wind.
Perfect shot!
And this is going to be a little bit short here. If you don't play the bounces nicely here, you end up about 4 yards like this.
Nice on!
So I'm going to play this a touch over for top spin because I have a lot of room here, given his shot was not very good. These bounces are about what I want because I want it to go across the green. Play this right about at 13.
Great shot!
Should not cause any issue here. This should be under 2 yards. Went a little high, but that's not going to impact it.
Nice on!
That one back there. Haven't played this guy in a while. Not sure if he grinds all that much now. See him in tournaments usually. Percentage.
Perfect shot.
Hey Chris, is the sound better now? I think, yeah, I muted it, so. I was playing a little bit earlier. I did a short, half an hour stream, and like the sound wasn't working on my iPad at all in Golf Clash, and but apparently it was working on the stream, I heard. So this one I'm looking to probably like try and just clip the rough similar to what he did. I'll play it pretty much right on the wind that it is.
Perfect shot.
Could have adjusted slightly more. It would put me a little bit closer, but yeah, overall, can't complain. Just gonna try and pull it back into the hole here, it looks like. His adjustment looked to be a little bit off, not directly in line with the wind, and from what I saw.
Great shot. Nice on.
He went a little bit light with his adjustment, and he hit it great left, so that might have been why he, you know, was a little bit right still. Let's see. I cannot play that shot that he did, so I'm gonna play a bit of a safer shot to give myself room for error, because I'll have to get very close to the rough on if I go more direct into the wind. And I don't want to hit the rough, obviously. I'm over adjusting this because of how significant that wind is.
Great shot. Nice on.
Aim that ball down behind the hole because of what the wind was going to do to that ball when it bounced. And you could see that I was still short of the hole. Like the ball guide was aimed beyond and behind it, and I hit it
birdie.
Left, but I was still, you know, if I hit it perfect, I was going to be right of the hole. And that's because of the wind.
Birdie.
Yeah. Alma Mater's got a big game. Indiana and Michigan. Got my MBA at Indiana. So this is pure side wind. Yeah, pure side wind. It's really gonna push this ball a lot. So I need to take that into account. 12.8. I did not
Perfect
curl
shot.
that one because of the wind direction all that significantly. Let's see, come back in. I could have used a little bit of curl there, I suppose. I may have over-adjusted slightly. I was pretty far right on that fairway. This one's a really hard one to judge because of how much you have to over-adjust. You got elevation changes all over the place with, you know, you adjust for headwind, you go down even further from your landing spot. This wind, you go down even further from the landing spot. He might be under-adjusted in my opinion here. It looked like he went about 15 winds for fours.
Great shot.
About 2 bars maybe in the rough. But too much. Great. Give me the one. Very difficult to judge that adjustment too. Try and go across. We're gonna try and hit the rough here. Maybe go into the bunker with this one, give it a shot. Really, with this wind, it's not strong enough to play less topspin, so I'm trying to hit the rough bump here.
Great shot.
Because if I can land in the rough, I'm likely going to be in the fairway, and it's exactly what I was looking for there. Gives me at least a shot to go through the green with the right wind. I was trying to play basically right at that left edge of the bunker there, because the great left one ring that I did have, I might have still even been able to hit it great left 2 rings and still been in the
Great shot.
still be in the fairway there as I was. As you can see, Thor's does not have enough carry there to make that shot. And horrible winds. So, I don't need to do, you know, power slice here. I'm just going to try and get it up as far as I can with this wind. I'll curl it, and the wind is also going to help me a bit.
Great shot.
So that'll give me at least, it's going to be a wedge, probably still max wedge, so it gives me a shot. Let's see what this clan is looking like. That's just him and, looks like him and a couple friends. I would not be playing this shot here. You know, he's with the top spin of the Spitfire, he probably still can make the fairway, but it's the wind he's going against too. And let's see. Yeah, he may not even be able to make the green here on this shot, depending on the wind he got. So that's why I wouldn't play that shot he just played. Yeah, I think this is going to be hard for him to make the green. Let's see. It's max. And then again, I'm going to try and get as close as I can to the wind direction. I want to get it a little bit beyond the hole because of how significant the wind is. 5, 10, 15, screen responsiveness.
Great shot!
Getting a little bit of a laggy screen there.
Nice on!
Yeah, see, because he went for that shot, there's no way he's even gonna be able to make the fairway. And I suppose there's a slight chance he can, with topspin, get it out of that rough, but I don't think so because it's a slight headwind, it looks like, too. And he's gonna try the hook shot, and it even makes it more headwind. As you see, it didn't really work out. I think a better option would have been just try a max overpower shot because you have less headwind against you there. He was adding to the headwind. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. But he was adding by doing that hook to the headwind because he changed the wind direction.
Perfect shot!
That's a nice shot.
Birdie!
Wasn't really watching it, but thinking that from there is a real nice shot. Oops. This I play a little bit over one backspin given its pure headwind. That's about right.
Great shot!
Right, is not gonna help. Sit. Maybe 1.5.
Nice on! Perfect shot!
Yeah, the spin down there. It's a good shot.
Nice on!
to get the Thor 7 on this account soon.
Great
21
shot.
more cards for it. Might be too long. And screen responsiveness is not there. I don't want to go too far, so take my top spin off a little bit. Curl it
Perfect
against
shot.
the wind a little bit, because the wind's going to push that bounce. And really close there as well. That touch of top spin would have put me in the rough.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Man, my Hoosiers are getting crushed already, halfway through the first. Yeah, it looks like my screen has a little bit of delay right now, but it's not to the issue where it's not playable. So, this one, I'm playing pretty much min.
Great shot.
A lot of these shots more by feel. So, you know, some streamers
Nice
will
on.
always pull out this thing here, which I do have, but I don't really use all that often. Between my couple accounts, I have
Birdie.
clubs I play, so it's not like I'm having to, you know, do much of a difference in calculation. The one that I just always mess up is the POC 6 to POC 7, but it's not significant difference, so
Birdie.
you know, it just doesn't have that much of an impact. I seem to forget about that one. Luckily, every account now has the Cataclysm 7 with the win I had on my what used to be my Road to Glory account of the past major. It's a difficult shot here because significant wind. Let's see how he plays this, since I'm going to be playing the same club. He's going to adjust 7, 14, just over 14, and about a quarter ball curl.
Great shot.
Did it great, though. Oh. That's a big factor for playing in my opinion. Got the bounce off that slope of that side there. Got a little bit less wind. I'm going to play it from here because that bounce is going to be that first bounce is going to be extended a little bit. I'm going to play it about 15.
Perfect
Yeah,
shot.
that works out. Should be close. That should be good enough. Again. There's always listening to support. Played him a fair amount of old Tour 11. Not really. Well, I haven't really played that much Tour 12. Haven't had the time really to do much Tour 12 grinding. I had some extra time this week with the holiday, and you know, the first couple days back at work were very slow for me. Will not be the case the next 2 weeks, so may just be a struggle to get all the tournament games in at least next week for me.
Perfect shot.
That's a good shot for him.
Great shot.
Rough. There's one ring off. Yeah, it's going in the rough. Maybe not. Some people overpower this shot and try to get far up. I'd rather have the shot where I'm going to have the shot because it still puts it in thorn range. I'd rather have that shot than take the chance of going in the rough with a overpowered shot, because it's just a narrow kind of neck of the fairway to go through there. Fine football game.
Great shot.
That's my Hoosiers.
Nice on.
All right. So similar to kind of prior holes, I'm gonna line this up with the wind a little bit. What I'm doing here is judging a little bit how the wind's gonna change my the bounces. So that's why I have it there.
Great shot.
Yeah, perfect note one.
Nice on.
I played it just about, you know, the true max adjustment there because of the headwind, even though I wasn't at max club.
Birdie.
Eagles and Bears.
Birdie.
Good luck to him. This is going to be a really hard shot for him. No, he's got the backspin on this to play what he's going to play. Still, that's a real hard shot, even with the backspin, to get this all that close.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, see, with the strong tailwind, he still was way off. Still not an easy shot for me, but I got lots of room for error with his shot. So I'm putting it in the rough here because it, you know, it's gonna carry a little bit with the tailwind. I'll adjust this about 14 from here because I want it to land a little bit beyond where I was lined up. I'm gonna curl against the wind.
Perfect shot.
Should just be fine. I wasn't too concerned with my spin, although I got it perfect there.
Nice on.
Perfect spin because of how much room I had to win this one. See if he wants a rematch. Nope. Play a couple more here. Hey Chris, if you're still on, is the sound better today with it muted? Or John? Alright, so 11.1, this one got quite a bit of wind to the side. I think we had a bit more tail when we played this one last time, so I'm gonna try the same shot.
Great shot.
Right on the right, I think one ring this time. I want to hit the rough here. Perfect. Yeah, Chris, I was just wondering if the sound was better with it muted today, or if it's not great. I may just have to, like, try to... Actually, I'll put in headphones. That might help the sound. After the
Great
shot, I'll
shot.
grab 'em. Cool. Let me know once I put in the headphones. Hopefully that'll help. I'll have, like, the mic closer to my mouth versus kind of covered up with the case I got on my iPad Pro. So, this is... So I'm gonna go max with this shot because I don't want to play. I won't go actually max, but it says I don't want to play a lot of topspin.
Perfect shot.
Because I wanted to do exactly that there, and if I played more topspin and I hit it right at all, I was probably going to be going into going close to the rough on the left side. All right, I got a headset in now, so maybe the sound will be better with the mic. I actually can hear the game sound now too with my headphones, so. So I check the length of my chips to make sure I don't hit it short by going to the side a little bit here, then pulling it in.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
Great, I guess I'll have to play with headphones in the future. I don't mind it actually at all because I can actually hear the game sound, and I mean, the only thing I care about with the game sound is the ticking of the clock. Sometimes it helps me if I'm playing too slow.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Need to catch up to some of you guys on my coin count. Just never been much of a grinder. Uh, 54%. He's got a 6-game win streak. Pull this one back quite a bit here to
Great shot.
no added distance with his Titan. It's a good shot.
So I'm not going to go full topspin here, as full topspin I could potentially go too far in the rough. So this carries a little bit more. So that's about 6.5. Play it from +4 here. He had a Titan, so he was getting a little bit more wind.
Great shot!
Hopefully great left one won't hurt me. Yep, looks just fine. I probably was fine on perfect there, but if I hit great right, I probably was clipping the rough there, which I could still reach if I clip the rough and continue to go in the fairway. With this wind, at least. It's a real hard shot, though, this one, because the only way to get this on the green is the rough bump, and you just have very little room for error. He just adjusted about 10. Yeah, he's adjusting exact to the wind here.
Perfect shot!
Yeah, a bit too much. The tailwind really took his ball there. So I can play backspin here, or I can play the rough bump, and I'm a little bit more confident in the rough bump. So, you get the wind lined up. 7. Gonna curl it against the wind.
Perfect shot!
That looks to be good. No, too far. Did even as I didn't even hit the rough. If I hit the rough, that's perfect on the green. The backspin, a small bit overpowered, probably is a far safer shot there. But well, next time.
Perfect shot! Eagle!
Nice shots. Yeah, this one, Chris, is just one of the harder shots in the game, in my opinion. Let's see what do I got here. That requires a perfect. I'm gonna try the dunk as well. Nope.
Great shot! Nice on!
Just not on those shots today. Yep. couple of those guys in the Immortals will rematch, like AB and Patrick and Graham. I try to always give a rematch if I win. At least one, I may not play the 3. The only time I won't do it is if I gotta go for something. So I want it to land about here. That's... I think I'm under adjusted here.
Perfect shot.
Nope. Stay out of the rough. This guy's got top 10 for every single tournament. Might be X. Could be one of Shankster's accounts.
Great shot.
This might be too far. Nope. So, lining it up with the wind again here. A little bit of screen responsiveness issues. Having issues pulling back my ball.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
Yeah, top 10 or better with everything. Expert though, like if you're playing if you're playing in the expert weekly, an expert tournament, it's considerably easier than Masters expert in my opinion.
Great shot. Eagle.
Getting the shot a lot today. Let's see, slight amount of headwind. See what he adjusts for his half of red ring and rough. He played it about almost exact to the wind.
Perfect shot.
pretty good shot. He's gonna go a little bit long.
Nice on.
I'm gonna play this just almost at 2.
Great shot.
That's gonna lose me that one. Wow, I over-adjusted it too if that was that far off. Doesn't want a rematch. I struggle with that that shootout as well. That one and the the one from Port Hello that left, right, and behind all falls off. Both of those I really struggle with.
Perfect shot.
Played this guy a ton too. See how much.
Perfect shot.
This one is an elevation gain, so you under adjust a little bit. The
Great shot.
not really on right now, but yeah, you under adjust a little
Nice
bit for the
on.
elevation gain, except for pure headwind. We're gonna check how many points he has. Oops, didn't mean to do that. VML. A lot of points, yeah.
Perfect shot. Nice on. Birdie.
hopefully I get a different shootout hole for a bit of a change here. I didn't know he had to...
Birdie.
Alright, so headwind this one. I play backspin, shot. So, a touch over 5 backspin. The wind is going to pull it closer to the pin there. And I'll adjust it 1 to 1, or like exact 4.
Perfect
Exact
shot.
for the club. A little bit too much backspin there.
Nice on.
He adjusted this just over 8.1.
Great
two
shot.
bars, 2 rings right.
Nice on.
He had the backspin better than I did. No matter how poor the shot was, still won.
Great shot.
He just had way too much topspin on there. I mean, the great right didn't help him, and he was aimed a little bit too far to the right. You only need about 4 topspin if you're hitting up further. So, my land, I want it to be right about where my crosshairs are. He was aimed, way, way off to give myself a little bit extra room. He was aimed way right of where I am.
Perfect shot.
Does that work well?
Great shot.
He's playing that really safe to the left, I guess, to avoid the bunker, and hit it great, 2 rings there, and still didn't go in the bunker. So, actually gonna check what min says on this. 5.7.
Great shot.
Oh, that was great, right? Still missed it left.
Nice on.
Not a big fan of adjusting a wedge shot like this because I like to see what the adjustment does to the ball guide line.
Perfect shot.
It works for many people though.
Eagle. Eagle.
Ooh, the Bears just picked it off in the end zone. The shootout, I don't really have, I'm not very consistent on the shot to the right, I find. I do try that shot from time to time since it's much easier to get it close if you hit a good shot. See. This is a difficult one to judge though with this wind. It's got almost full overpower.
Great shot.
Too much. Too much. I'm gonna go with the same shot. I'm not gonna go full overpower like he did. I'm gonna give myself a fair amount of room. Yeah, I need to go a bit of over.
Perfect shot.
Wasn't really trying to get this one all that close, just trying to play it safe.
Nice on.
14 win, I'd take that shot though any day. See if he wants another. A little bit curious if he reaches the fairway with this shot here. I think he's going to end up having a rough bump. Yeah, he pulled out a power 4. He still may end up hitting the rough because he's got more headwind with the firework ball.
Perfect shot.
No, he made it by quite a bit. I have a couple of the firework balls. I got a couple of globes on this account since I didn't have all that many left. But I have a lot of dead balls in Season 1, so I'll use a Season 1. Makes it a little bit easier shot.
Great shot.
Great one to the... is that going to hurt me? Yep. Wow. That's frustrating. We needed more curl. This wind may actually make this reachable with my Spitfire. The strong of wind, he might not have adjusted enough.
Great shot. Nice on.
There's a big difference between the 6 and the 7 there. Not getting screen responsiveness right now. There we go. So, this shot, I am going to do max curl. I want it to land up here.
Great shot.
That might be too much. Sit, sit, sit. I got lucky with the wind, then I blow the shot.
Eagle.
My screen again is not being very responsive. So here
Great shot.
if I get lucky with the great lefts.
Nice on.
should have had that on the green or in the fringe. Gotta go off the mic here for power. Stupid lightning jacks and the iPad. Surprised it's so hard to get a match right now. Usually this time everyone's trying to get a couple extra coins for their weekly bracket. And someone from Freedom's gonna back out. Awesome. Jeffrey. Gotta play this game yesterday. And again, same hole with this wind.
Great shot.
Yeah, he's clipping the rough. This is a makeable shot for Blue there, but can be very difficult. I get more wind than him. So I want my landing about right here.
Perfect
Should have a
shot.
better result than the last hole.
Great shot.
Gonna be probably in the rough back there. No. So this one I'm playing behind the whole bit because of the headwind. Slight amount of headwind. Might be a little bit too much, but we shall see. Slight under adjust. Under adjust that
Perfect
one
shot.
because of the elevation gain. Gonna be close. Edge.
Nice on.
A touch off on the adjustment.
Perfect shot. Eagle. Eagle.
I'm still losing battery. I don't like the bounce over the shot bouncing over. I don't have much luck with it, so I'm going to play it from here. The wind's going to help me get to the hole.
Perfect shot.
Wow.
Nice on.
That's another bad shot.
I need a curl there. I'm surprised the wind didn't push that shot into the pin.
Great shot. Nice on.
Shoot out pretty good today.
Deserve to lose with that 8.5-yard shootout.
So this one, I'm aiming really close to the bunker because of how much the wind is going to take the shot. Half ball curl.
Great shot.
His rate didn't hurt me there.
Nice on.
Actually, really quite close to a hole-in-one there. Thanks, Chris. I thought I was a little bit screwed with the great left there, but that curl
Perfect
saved me.
shot.
This looks like it's too far. Yep.
Sorry about the mic. I had to go to charger.
Eagle.
Seems like yesterday and today it's been one of those days where I'm not hitting rough or sand shots perfect, and then all my opponents on every single one of these shots are similar to the start of the stream. Bubba hit that real nice rough shot.
Great shot. Nice on.
Maybe I could go on a little run here. Uh, 13.5. I'm not quite sure what he's doing here.
Perfect
A
shot.
lot of areas where, yeah, I mean, he's got the sand, he's got the rough. Just not really sure what he was doing with that. Either you pull out a power 4 and go over, or you do the shot that I'm gonna do here and curl it over. So
Great
played it a bit
shot.
safe here. I don't need full overpower with how strong that wind is. Too far to the
Yeah, way too far. Left with the hitting it great left, but with with where my opponent was, I was playing pretty safe. He might get the win to save him here and get him on the green. I've been having this luck too, where I'm rarely getting the wind if I make a mistake, and my opponents are getting the wind almost every single time when they make a mistake.
Perfect shot.
Oh, that's a really good shot.
Nice on.
So this, I'm gonna play about a little over 2 rings. 2 rings almost exactly. Finally hit one of those
Perfect shot.
Underdusted.
Nice on.
Figures the first rough iron shot I hit perfect in a while.
Birdie.
One that's from a distance that would be a really, really good shot to make to start with.
Birdie.
It's probably my least favorite shootout here. I'm gonna go 1.5 backspin as it's almost pure side wind. Seven. My ball isn't going back. Well,
Great
it's
shot.
frustrating. Was not getting any screen responsiveness there. And rushed everything at the end because I had no time. These guys are just gonna play for the win. That's really frustrating. I maybe with my connection where my screen just is not being responsive for some reason, and right there I was trying to pull the ball back from 6 seconds left, and I think I got it back at 3 seconds or 2 seconds, and you know, didn't really have the concentration there when I had that little time.
Perfect shot.
too long.
Great shot!
The 1 bar grate there should be fine. Might help me if anything. A little short there, but as long as I don't have a huge headwind, I should still be able to reach. It's a good shot. It just frustrates me that you can pull off garbage like that. So, small amount of overpower.
Great shot! Perfect shot! Eagle! Great shot! Eagle!
Just another one where, like, opponent goes in the rough and gets the wind to, you know, recover like that. Even though that's, like I said, in my opinion, kind of a garbage shot, like, that someone can actually pull that off. Not really a huge fan of the huge power slices, hooks that people play. Like, yeah, they're nice shots, but, like, I mean, it's like a little bit, yeah, obviously a bit unrealistic.
Great shot! Nice on!
is not being responsive again. I'm gonna play this one with backspin over this this bunker here. I try to aim this about mid into that bunker.
Great shot.
Great right should be fine here.
Nice on.
Oops, that was great there. He's not gonna rematch. Alright, I'm not gonna sit around for you. Sure. Fish.
Perfect shot.
Need a bit more throw there, or more adjustment. Still gonna be fine though. Not gonna have any real shot to the pin, but it's a good shot overall though. Like, this is a difficult shot with this type of wind. Slightly more than me. He's going max. I want about 2/3 power.
Perfect
Should
shot.
be just fine. Oh, he might be in the rough. Yeah. So this one, I play. I play 4 topspin because of the headwind, close to 4. There's 7.
Great shot.
Should be fine. Too much topspin though. But I'm okay with being on the top there in the fringe. I'd rather be there than not have enough topspin and clip the rough on the bounce. It's one of the things that I do with how I play is if I'm gonna miss, I wanna miss in a safer spot. So like that's a good example where I don't wanna have too little topspin, clip the rough, and have a very hard chip from way below. I'd rather have more topspin, go long, and
either have a long putt that's downhill or a chip from where I'm going to be chipping from.
Checking my landing here. Distance.
Great shot.
Just not on today.
Eagle.
Just not consistent, I guess. With a chip like that, I play fast anyways because I know that hitting at one bar grade either side likely is not going to matter. In a tournament, I'm probably not playing as fast to make sure I don't make an error.
Gonna see if I can go on a run of a
Great
couple
shot.
wins here before I have to get offline and do some work.
Nice on.
Get ready for tomorrow. Play the shot. This I think was the first hole in my stream where I just played a really poorly adjusted shot. So I'm gonna play similar to where he's playing now. See how it works out for him. He's overpowering a little bit.
Perfect shot.
Not enough curl. That's plenty of topspin. I'm more concerned about the curl here. So 6.5, 13. I'm gonna give it a little extra here to make sure.
Great shot.
Wow. I just can't believe that. You know, I knew I needed to over-adjust, and hitting it one bar right was not gonna help there, but that's just so hard that it's getting carried by the wind. Now it's gonna be very hard for me to
I'll try and make a comeback here on this hole.
Perfect shot.
I think I should be able to reach unless it's a really unfavorable wind. So unless he sinks this, I should still take it to a shootout. Disappointed that with that drive though. After he put it in the rough, I mean, it should be an easy win for me. I even like kind of went back and moved it back another 2 yards, knowing that it was gonna carry more.
Great shot. Nice on.
Oh. See if I can recover this one. So 10.5, I'm close to max. 7, about 10.5.
Perfect shot.
Well, recovered to
Nice
take this
on.
out. You could pull that shot off with, I think with a hammerhead,
Birdie.
maybe a hammerhead 6. I'm not sure the top spin on a hammerhead 6. Definitely with a hammerhead 7, I think it has enough top spin.
Birdie.
This hole, possible still to eagle. Granted, if you don't hit something into the water like I did for the first shot with a decent headwind, if you can get that roll into that fairway. So we had the shootout earlier on in the stream. I was playing a Kingmaker, so I had more side spin. I think we have slightly more wind to the, slightly more wind from the side. I'm gonna adjust close to 14. Give it a little bit of curl.
Perfect
I should have
shot.
actually done more curl because I don't have enough side spin on it, but it looks like it's gonna be fine. If he gets closer than that, he deserves to win. It'll be a good comeback, this one, even though I have to blow an extra ball. See his adjustment. He went like close to 8 rings or so, is my guess.
Perfect shot.
Game. Guess not. Good luck.
Play this hole again.
Oh, 13.1 headwind now. This guy's going with a mummy ball. So this plan is nothing.
Great
Curious how
shot.
this ends up here. I think the wind is too strong either way. Yeah, he was a little bit unlucky that he didn't get any roll off that second bounce. Trying to decide how I want to play this. $13.1. What do I have? I'll play the same ball as him.
Great shot.
It's all if I can get the roll through the rough here or not. Gonna be close. I got it. Honestly, I wouldn't be happy. You know, he had a similar shot, same exact ball, and didn't get the roll through the rough. It all is just somewhat the luck of where you're kind of hitting in the rough, and he went for much further right than I did. Either way, this is still going to be a difficult shot here with this wind in the face.
Great shot.
Apologize for those that are viewing that may have a hard time hearing me.
I'm low on power, so I don't have a headset in. Yeah, there's the spots. 7.
Great shot.
Work. Over to the last hole.
Nice on.
Looks like that money ball has a bit of a faster needle speed than most other balls. I think this guy just gave up. Gave up, or just like an auto release, like he didn't really line it up, so.
Eagle.
Don't think he will rematch. I won't offer you a rematch.
bunch of Port Hello ones are coming up. My battery not charging is gonna cut this, oops, didn't mean to do that. 11, I'm gonna have about 12 and a half with a Kingmaker. I'm just gonna look at what this spin is doing up here. So 12 and a half with a Kingmaker from right here, 6 and a half. And 13, we're gonna give it a little bit extra backspin.
Perfect shot.
Check up, and that's perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. That's why I flipped it to Kingmaker for a second just to see what the backspin was gonna do. Good luck to him. I don't recommend going this way, as he is going to one, you basically need very good wind to get to the green. With a power 1 ball like the spider ball he has, as it's
Great
gonna be
shot.
very hard. 2, you could put too much topspin and go into this bunker, which he didn't. He put himself in as good of a position as he could for the most part, but it's going to be hard to make the green. I mean, he got the tailwind that he needed, so he'll have a shot, but you know, it's just the angle can be difficult with the very narrow fairway. Actually, let's see the rough bump option. I'm gonna try this. 7. I hope I didn't underadjust.
Perfect shot.
A little bit too much topspin. I probably was good before I changed the adjustment. The wind really kind of pushed it a bit more. As you can see what I was saying, like, this is a tough shot because the fairway, you know, it's hard to figure out what the fairway is going to do with your bounce. I mean, you have to curl it, you have to put topspin on it, so, I mean, with this wind, it's not that bad, but, you know, there's a lot of room for error in this shot. I'm not sure if he has enough curl here.
Perfect shot.
Too much topspin. Too much topspin, not enough curl. Just beyond the hole.
Great shot.
Like I said, I don't pay too much attention to those very short shots that I don't have to hit perfect unless it's a tournament. This one,
I personally don't like playing off of... I'll play off the fringe. I don't like playing off the fairway. But it's depending on if you can get a consistent bounce with the ball guide line. You know, it's
Perfect.
gives them a lot of room
Shot.
for error. Because he could have gone great either side likely and still made it. I just don't find that it's very consistent play. Oh man, this one again. Alright, 10.6, about 45-degree angle wind. I'm gonna go 2 backspin. Just over 2 backspin. I'm gonna adjust for close to 14. More like, I guess, 13.
Perfect shot.
That's frustrating. I just can't get this hole down. I'm always, like, off to one side. It's just, you know, I had, I think, two, close to 2 left spin and a slight amount of curl, and still was too far to the right. This guy's taking a lot of time for his adjustment. It seems like it's somewhat of a guess for him because he didn't really adjust.
Perfect shot.
Let's see how it turns out. He's gonna fall down. Yep, I think I got this one. Maybe not. Oh. Yep, no rematch. I will play 2 more. I want to, I don't want to go into the next weekly bracket right at the start of it. Yusuf. As long as my battery holds out.
Great shot.
Good shot. This shot, you just have to be careful with not going into the rough. I think that top spin is fine. I don't mind if I'm a little bit short because of, I likely still will have a shot regardless.
Great shot.
That's just about where I want to be. Had a nice hole out on this hole, might have been yesterday, on a similar shot like this with a rough bump. Played that just about exactly for the wind.
Perfect shot.
I'm playing it a little bit to the left, just kind of with what the wind may do to it. Seven.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
The line maybe, just not enough topspin.
Great shot. Birdie. Birdie.
I think this is probably this and the one where you have like the little fairway patch that you play the wood, except if it's headwind, are my two T12 ones that I have down the most. This wind's almost 14. I played a similar spot as Yusuf is. I'll probably play 4.5 to 5 top spin.
Perfect
similar
shot.
Curl. Ooh, he got a real good bounce off that. I didn't think he had enough topspin, but he just got a real good kick off the fairway there.
Nice on.
Let's see what we can do.
Perfect shot.
Let's see. Pretty similar shot to what Yusuf played. This is going to be close.
Nice on.
For you to have a 1 yard shootout and lose like that. right. This is going to be the last game today. See if we could close it off with a win. Anyone who's watching, if you enjoy this, if it's educational or whatever, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm gonna, from time to time, continue trying to do some streams. I'm gonna try and have it be a bit educational with what I'm doing with wind and so forth, to really make it beneficial for those who want to tune in. I'll do some with qualifying and opening rounds. I'm new to streaming in Golf Clash, obviously. So
Perfect shot.
I'll try to post notices in the groups as well when I do stream. That's gonna be fine. Caught the rough, but I try to play this one. I mean, I'd like to have not caught the rough. It would have put me about 315 likely, but I like to play it up in that opening because there's enough of a gap in the trees where I can go through, and it's a more direct line at the pin. So you at least have a shot at an Alba. It's gonna be a very rare Alba, but you're almost always gonna be extremely close to the pin, and gonna have an eagle at worst. Not sure what this guy's doing here.
Great shot.
The shot there, I mean, I've played it a lot. I used to play the shot from like that from the second tees, but I just I'm not a huge fan of that shot. Yeah, see, I'm a little bit far from I'm a little bit too far to the right on the shot, so this is likely gonna go long. 14.1. Not responding.
Perfect shot.
Oh, that's a pretty good shot from there.
Nice on.
Like I said, like if I'm a little bit further left, further up, I have a better gap to go through the trees there, and you at least give yourself the shot at an Alba versus versus this shot here where you could still get it with the backspin and the side spin, but it's just pure luck if you're gonna get this to sink. And I find that I at times have adjusted this one poorly, or with strong wind like this, it gives the opportunity for error more so than another shot.
Perfect shot.
This one's gonna be close.
Nice on.
right. See what Johnny does here. This is really weird. You know, he's done this every shot. He goes in, and then he like disconnects, and you don't see what he does at all as far as like how he's adjusting. It's really weird here to me, because like you don't see him move his aim at all. Now he's not doing anything. It looks like he's now aimed to the right. It's really odd to me.
Great shot.
I guess he unlucky.
Nice on.
3.28 yards. Trying to decide how I want to play this. I have a lot of room here with him going.
Great
I
shot.
hope that doesn't kill me. Should be fine.
Nice on.
Not really trying to get that all that close when I have good game anyways. Oops, didn't want to do a rematch. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hit the subscribe, hit the like if you like it. I'll try to do some on the tournament and you know, coming weeks for T12, and you know, talk about my shots and perhaps you know, help some people out that are just getting into Tier 12. Thanks all. Have a good rest of your Sunday.